Welcome to our Dharma discussion for Sunday, June 15th. Khenpo will lead us in prayer.
Okay, everybody, if you have this book, page number 4. Page number 4 is called Refuge. Until awakening, I take refuge in the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly by the merit of generosity and other perfections. May I attain Buddhahood for the benefit of all beings. Until awakening, I take refuge in the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly by the merit of generosity and the other perfections. May I attain Buddhahood for the benefit of all beings. Until awakening, I take refuge in the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly. By the merit of generosity and the other perfections, may I attain Buddhahood for the benefit of all beings.
So for our Dharma discussion, we actually have a couple of ways for people to ask questions. We have people here in the temple, and we also had people send in questions via email, and we have a Zoom room for those of you who would like to ask your questions real time. So we'll start with the Zoom room. If you want to raise your hand with a little hand, or you can raise your real hand, either way, and we will go with you first. Anybody on the Zoom? Okay, so Eleanor?
Yeah, when you were talking in your lecture about the elements in the mother's womb, the 5 elements that help form. What was the fire element?
Fire elements help us to not become routinists when we are in mother's womb. That means when our consciousness enters between parents' drops, like father's white, mother's red, and then there is a womb. I think a W-A-R-M, warmth, T-H, warmth. Warmth. So if there is no fire element, then it becomes rottenness. R-O-T-T-E-N-E-S-S, I think, rottenness. It's clear?
No.
Rottenness means, for example, if you liquid, like for instance, banana, if we just put some outside, if too long,
It becomes rotten.
Becomes rotten.
Yes.
Thank you. It's new. I learned that. Thank you. Yeah, fire element supports that to our form in the mother's womb will not become rotten.
Yes.
Rotten. Oh, thank you. Yeah. Are you clear?
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you.
So I have a question via email. Dear Khenpo, I registered last year for Nundro. I have been doing the mandala practice. The question is, when doing the 7 heap mandala, do I recite all of page 47 in the practice of the preliminaries of the Fivefold Maha Mudra book? And he or she is saying it will take quite a long time to reach the numbers.
Oh, yes. I don't remember this. The 37 one. Oh, thank you. Oh, this page 47 one, yeah? Yes. This you are going to recite only one time. This is actually 37 hips. So 37 hips, morning, early first session, when you are recite, and when you are reach on there, you recite this 47 page and place 37 hips on there, and then it's called offering mandala. So then you place that on your altar room. And then if you have two mandalas, and then second active mandala, that means then you can place 7 hips. Then repeat that again and again. And then evening, last session, you can turn off this 37 one, or you just keep there until tomorrow. It's okay. And then tomorrow you turn off before you place 37. So, and then you again build place 37 hips and then put back on there. If you have two mandalas, if you have only one mandala, first you build 37 hips, place 37 hips, and then take off that, remove that, and then only use the base of mandala and place 7 hips. So you don't want to count this 37 hips for the in the 100,000 mandala offering.
Does anyone in the temple have a question? Please raise your hand. Okay, I have, let's see, Karen, who's on the Zoom. You can unmute yourself.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Am I shouting? No, it's okay. Sometimes I sound shouting. So I have two things. Just last week when we were talking about discursiveness and an elaboration, and I suggested maybe there are levels. What I actually think is better, more honest, is I think it's situational within a practice when it's useful or not useful. Like, we're very fortunate to have you as a wonderful teacher with whom we can discuss and elaborate these things, right? But maybe not during meditation, that kind of thing. But my question about today is, do we need to be concerned about what bhumi we may or may not be on? Because it seems like sometimes I have a little bit of something and then it goes away and I have a little bit of something else. Is it meant to be something that's very stable?
The body, physically?
The bhumis, the stages.
Oh, the stages are, as I mentioned, these stages are inner realization. It occur. You will reach step by step these bhumis. Whether we call them bhumi or not, we will reach. For instance, we will reach them step by step. Gradually, we will reach. So there is no need, particularly practice bhumis or practice bhumis. Not like that. But as I mentioned, you practice bodhicitta. These are the level of bodhicittas, bodhisattvas, level of bodhicitta, or realization of bodhisattvas. So there you will reach step by step then. But it's important to understand which level you are. And then at that moment you are going to apply some methods. And then it very quickly promote your realizations if you realize these methods.
Can I ask one more quick question? I know there's another important question coming in. With stream enter, is that something like a bhumi? Because I'm just curious. Maybe we can talk about that another time.
Stream? Oh.
The stream enter stage, it's in a different jhana.
Absolutely. These are For example, today I little bit taught Vajrayana Bhumi too. So in the reality, Vajrayana and Sutrayana, these Bhumis are same. In the we are, but most of this Vajrayana way it's talking about fruition, and the Sutrayana way it explaining cause and fruition both ways. Result and cause both ways. So only different that. Definitely all the realizations are included, Bhumi.
Thank you.
No,
Got
thank you
it.
so much.
Okay, we have Sarmishta. You have your hand up on the Zoom room. You want to unmute yourself, please?
Om Namo Mandir Shriye, Namo Sushriye, Namo Uttama Shriye. So, thank you so much for being so holy. Thank you so much for being so holy. Thank you so much for being so holy. Is extremely blessed by the holy eminent presence, Mata Energy. Is supremely blessed by the. Is not knowing how to give events deep gratitude.
It's a little hard to understand you. Maybe speak a little slower.
Please forgive this deep gratitude. Is knowing he is very forgiving. Please kindly forgive. Was very blessed with Thai darshan last night in a dream, Mata Rani ji.
Do you have a question?
Yes.
What is it?
I saw a dream last night with Thi Mata Rani ji. He was there the dream is messed up, but he was guiding to do better in the dream, Mata Rani ji.
It's about dream.
Yes, sir. Last night, early morning, do not know exactly which time. He was reminding this person of something this person did as a child. This person, Sarmishta, has been engaging in violence since childhood, and the incident that he reminded in the dream was, by the grace of the Most Holy Lord, is a Namo Krishnaji, most supreme ruler of all, our Father in heaven, was very blessed with doing some chanting worship called Abund Vashmaya, which is the Aramaic prayer for Lord Jesus, and fell asleep while chanting. And then was a long dream, saw Lord Sri Sadhu Sakuchisti, who's a great teacher in America. And then after that, he came in a dream. And then reminded, by the grace of the Lord, is remembering this very clearly. He was reminding of a very particular childhood incident. He was very gently, kindly guiding to do more, request how to do better. So the childhood incident is that this person is maybe 9 years old and engages in violence, as in threatens someone, will beat you up if you don't stop bothering a friend who is very kind and gentle, can't defend themselves. And this person threatens them, if you don't do this, will break your plastic ruler scale. And when Sarmishta does break it, since then has been engaging in violence in the name of justice, since childhood, in many ways. So, is knowing this is one of the things that is not good for practicing bodhicitta, for sure. Is not knowing what, okay, yes, then he said 3 things to be mindful of in the dream. One was to be more grateful, and 2 other things do not remember, unfortunately. So regarding gratitude, he is absolutely correct. Is not good with gratitude. Aspiration prayer guidance is Lord Sri Uttama in the Jataka Katha, who was a Sotapama blesser to all. Like when is receiving violence, is still reciprocating with gratitude, deep gratitude, and bodhicitta. Is not that person.
Okay, thank you so much for sharing. Actually, there are how to say different dreams. When you have some kind of strange dreams, then morning you practice. That means you are very smart, because your dream teaches you your dream teaches Dharma to you. So that's where.
It was he who was teaching, and the Lord was giving blessing to know what the was the time was like. I did not know why suddenly Lord Sri Khenpo Tenzin Matananji is in dream suddenly about Lord Jesus. Is not able to understand. Is literally questioning, and then the Lord, Holy Lord says it is something to do with the scale you broke, and it's remembered instantly when this person did this as a child. So then the Lord kindly guided to realize this person ever since that day has broke a very strong rule of to not engage in violence since that day. The incident was minor and it was for defending a friend who was being bullied, but it was not the best way to practice Bodhidharma for sure. A family is not a Buddhist, Mataniji.
So thank you very much.
But thank you so much for talking. It's a huge blessing.
Thank you.
Guided in a dream by Matanji. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
All right. So our next question is, I heard during the True Nature Retreat, Krishna Das was singing a hymn to Shiva. I found that in the Karandashu Sutra, a connection between Avalokiteshvara and Shiva is described, showing Shiva emerging from the brow of Avalokiteshvara. Furthermore, Mahakala is in some Hindu texts a name of Shiva. Can we then consider Shiva among the Buddhist deities?
Yes, actually there is a we are going to okay, first I will share this. Hinduism, I heard the Hinduism, they have a book, and then it says that Buddha is manifestation of some in the Hindu deities. They have some numbers. I don't remember which number. And then Buddhism, in the Buddha Dharma text, it says that all these like deities, all of these deities are actually manifestation of Jinrei, compassion Buddha. So that is the background, generally what I heard. And then the practitioners who practice that like a Shiva or something, then you perceive that is compassion Buddha or not. It's my answer is yes, because those practitioners practice them compassionately. When they practice them compassionately, then all the compassionate activities are compassion Buddha's activities. As Lord Jigten Songgo mentioned, that all possible possibility of phenomena are Buddha's activities. So through this way, or I can say yes, true. So the main thing is whether we practice Buddha Dharma or we practice other religions, we are going to practice compassion with compassion and love. Then all of these practices benefit others, and these practices become compassion Buddha's activities. Okay.
All right. So let me ask in the temple again. Is there anybody who has a question?
Yeah.
During the Noonday retreat, we did the vow for abstaining from food in the evening. Is it okay to do that now while we're still in Sakadawa if we wanted to do that by ourselves? And if so, where would we start with that? Thank you.
Thank you so much. Yeah, that's wonderful. That really wonderful. Actually, Sagadawa we can count full months. As you said, for 30 days is Sagadawa's day. So you can definitely keep that vows. And you can receive this vow. Then second times, first you receive from person, and then you continually do that. You can receive that vow from the statues or tanka. And then for example, since tomorrow, for example, you come to the temple and do then prostrations, three prostration, three prostrations, do three prostrations, and then hand put like this, and then right knee on the ground, left knee stand up, and then you recite in this Nyungne text. There is a you don't want to recite this very very long one. You recite this only 2 pages, I think 2.5 pages. You recite that, and then for example tomorrow morning you do that, and then if you don't have time to practice 3 times the section, usually we did 3 sections. If you don't have time, you do 1 section, is okay. And then until next morning, then again you do that. In some practitioners, they do more than 300 days. So that means they actually Nyungne takes 2 day and morning. So they did like this 100 times. That means they spend for 300 more than 300 days. So thank you. Thank you.
All right, another question from the email. What's the right way to treat holy images and objects when, for example, you're moving from one place to another, to a new house, for example?
How to touch them at that time?
How to treat them well when you're moving?
Oh, yes. Yes, these are, for example, Dharma books. Dharma books you can put on your like a box in your box, or if you put in the clothes and then put very well, and then like also if you have a statue, if you have a tanka, roll this, and then when you move another place to another place, for example you move rooms, so don't put them underneath your shoes and your blankets or your kind of ordinary things. First, you best way is you put them little higher stage, and a little bit separately put them. Or if you don't have a space that much, and then first you put all this your like shoes, socks, and then like brooms, whatever you have. First put that there, and then there put some pretty nicely make it nice like a place by your blanket or whatever you put, and then on there you put this Dharma. The holy substances, I mean, these books and so forth. That is how we respect. Since it's a very good question, we are going to respect these holy objects because we all have a refuge vow. So in the refuge vow, it says if you receive a refuge vow of a Buddha, then at least you are going to respect you are going to respect even you found a piece of tata or statue, and then when you receive vow of Dharma, that means you are going to respect all the Dharma words, even their single words of Dharma vocabulary. I mean, and then when you receive refuge vow from Sangha, and then you are going to respect these colors of Dharma robes. So that means these are why. I think many people ask this question: why we are going to respect? We all are Sangha, yeah. You are Sangha, I'm Sangha, for example. Why we are going to more respect this clothes than your clothes? Do you understand why? Maybe later I will explain. Any other questions?
That's a good question, Khenpo. So I will ask one other. Are there any daily practices you would recommend for people who are short on time?
That's mindfulness is very important. For example, His Eminence Ngachin Rinpoche, he always applies mindfulness. I perceive I always focus how does he practice. For example, this is very important. When he feed to the beings, and then he arises compassion and bodhicitta from bottom of his heart. Only all the kind of this way. And then he come to temple to recite these sadhanas, and he exactly goes inside of this visualization, whatever it says, you know. First it says, for instance, Om Sobhava Shuddha Savadam. He exactly visualize emptiness, because it means or phenomena are emptiness, yeah. And then after is Namma Sarvata Thangda Ba Shomba Shommekebe. At that moment, what he do is he visualize vastly. For example, if he blesses something like that, like a food or some soul offering, and then he exactly visualize that become vast. And then when we practice Ngana Chakara, Ram Yam Kam. So Ram, when he recite Ram, at that moment he exactly perceive that it burns all the negative things on the Ngana Chakara substances. Yam means then he makes more kind of the below the winds, you know, and the nectars. And the Kam is the Dharma, it's more kind of more pure, vast, and more nutrition food, something like that. So he did that. What is the proof that we is Rinpoche? It's very clear all these practices, and he also not forgot for many practices. That means he really exactly doing like this. So this is the example. It's a very important question that when you are working, so you don't have many time to do many practices like this way. But for example, if you are working in the restaurant, may this food benefit all of these people, these customers, because they pay money here, and they give you money. They paid money at that moment. May this money benefit these sponsors, and so these are your love, you know. And then recite some mantras every day, like a mana mantra, and some taras mantra. Often recite when you are walking. Sometimes recite taras mantra. When you are driving, it's better to recite taras mantra. When you are eating food, then you recite mana mantra, because there are many kind of lives, or is it this food related to many beings? That's where recite Manamantara and then generate compassion. Okay?
All right. So on the Zoom room, we have Barbara. If you want to unmute yourself, please.
Hi, everybody. Hi, Khenpo. Thank you so much. There was so much. But you said today I have to watch it again because I was so interested. I just couldn't, my mind went, after a while, my mind didn't work as well. So I'm going to recheck it. But my question, I really like how you talked about the elements of birth when you're in your mother, and how they develop. Can you remind me, because I did learn this before, but I forgot, the elements when you pass away, how they go?
Element or how it goes after passed away?
Yeah, like the fire, the wind.
Oh, I see.
What go? Yeah.
So as I said that the five phases of being in the womb at that moment, then five elements support us. For instance, the element of earth it's actually holds. It's like a base, so it holds. Then the elements of water is make like a collected, gathering together, and then element of fire, it protect from the rotten to becoming rotten. So then element of wind helps to increase, it's a grow. The main thing is helps to grow, and then element of space, that means opening up. So that means when element of wind helps to grow, and then it let it grow. It don't block anywhere, something like that. So then when one day, of course, when we die, death process at that moment, then it's a step by step, they dissolve into the outer elements. For example, earth element dissolve into the outer earth element, and then our body becomes very heavy. We cannot move, sometimes some people right before they die, they say, please pull me up. And sometimes they ask, please little bit put extra pillow behind my head. That means they feel that they are falling down. That means their earth element dissolves into the outer element. And then they dry up their nostrils, mouth, tongue, and so forth. That means then at that moment the water element start to dissolve into the outer water element, and then there's step by step their warmth, 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 dissolve. They start from their toes and the fingers getting cold. So then that means all this fire element start to dissolve outer fire element, and then some they can breathe like long breathe, and then cannot breathe in, or then after a little while, and then again little bit breathe in, and but then it's take time there to breathe out. So it's become very unusual when death process coming. Right now we breathe in and out kind of naturally. So that means that this inner wind element, wind element start to dissolve outer wind element. And then sometimes the eyes just gazily looking, no blim, something like that. And then, during the death process, that means inner space element start to dissolve outer space element. So that's where that is how when they support us, how we support us, and when they start to run away, how do they something like that. Okay,
Thank you.
thank you.
Okay, another question from email. Would it be acceptable for a disciple of Garchen Rinpoche to do the Namcho or Sky Dharma Nundro instead of the usual GBI one?
Namchu, that's always. I think this medicine Buddha is Namchu. Sky treasure Dharma, medicine Buddha we practice. Then this is my I'm very positive. I think that is Namchu. There's treasure of earth, treasure of the sky, treasure of the letter words and so forth. The main thing is Gongder. The principal one is Gongder, means everything's come from mind. It's spontaneously coming from the mind. That means the reason is there is one note, there is a note of channels. If it opens the notes of throat chakra, they open the notes, and then its teachings the teaching come from there. But this the main source of this is come from the heart chakra. So that's where if we meditate very well, as we said, radiate samadhi in the giving light or something, the third bhumi and the fourth bhumi radiate light. That means they opens all the nodes of channels, and then they're how to say nakedly realize the Dharma. So that's where then spontaneously it bestows. So sky treasure and earth treasure, they all are included, the treasure of the realization. So that's, and I think this medicine Buddha is sky treasure. Maybe our recheck, I thought it's in the small letter it says Namchu.
And he is saying Nundro in particular.
Oh, in the Hundro?
Yeah, he's calling it the Sky Treasure Nundro practice instead of the usual GBI Nundro.
Oh, I see. It's okay. Actually, it's okay, but the thing is, oh, I see. This right now, this GPI Hundo is very convenient for all majority of practitioners, because there are vast Hundos, and if we try to recite them, only we recite sadhanas, and then we cannot accumulate mantras, something like that, because right now we all are busy. We rebirth in a busy century. So then when I practice Hudo in monastery, at that time I particularly spent my time only for Hudo. I retreat about 7 months or 8 months, particularly for Hudo, So then at that time, parents gave food. Parents give me food and then practicing Hundo. No other things to do. But right now, all Dharma practitioners, they are going to work and then practice. So that's where the Rinpoche, he collected all of these, how to say, the meaningful instructions, sadhanas, that's why we do that. Individually, it's okay. Individually, okay. Publicly, I mean, maybe I think Rinpoche wants continually this right now what we use that one. Okay.
Okay, the next question is, Khenpo, I have heard you mention the name Zapotur, Zapotur, but I have never heard that name before. Is it another name for Patrol Rinpoche?
Oh, yeah. Zapotur, yes. Usually all Tibetans, they always call him Zapotur.
Patrol Rinpoche?
Yeah, we don't call so many times Patrol Rinpoche. Otherwise, Zapotur and Patrol Rinpoche are same. When he become monastic, he received a monastic vow. Then his name is Jingmi Gyarbunyug. Jingmi Gyarbunyug. He has many names. Most of these Tibetan masters have many names because in India, this Mahasiddhas and Pinditas also have many names. Maybe this tradition occurred then. I don't know. So the Pater has many names. Sometimes he gave name by himself like a Chigin Jarwam, that's old dog. His name, one name he introduced, I'm the old dog. Sometimes he called himself as Supreme Master of Dzogpa Chimbo. So I'm the top of the something like the ornament of Dzogpa Chimbo, something. So sometimes he he called him the Awugimo. Awugimo means grandmother or something. He called his name by many. He used many names by himself, and we publicly, in generally, we call him the Zapotur. But yes, Zap.
Thank you. And along the same lines, is Ratnashri in our closing dedication another name for Gampopa?
Is there another name?
Ratnashri, is that another name for Gampopa?
Rana Shiri, maybe Shiri, I don't think so. Let me say, Sunam Rinchen. His name is Sunam Rinchen. First, his name is Sunam Rinchen. When he introduced Milarepa asked him, what is your name? Then he said, my name is Sunam Rinchen. Then Milarepa says, oh, this is amazing name. Amazing means he make two sentences. Milarepa made two sentences for his name. So Sunam Rinchen. Sunam means like a Arya or not Arya, Punye or something like Sunam. Sunam is married. Rinchen means Rana. But Shiri means Pal. Pal may not. Pal is his. He has names like Gambopa, Tapo Laje, because he was a doctor, a very famous doctor. So Tapo Laje. Tapo is his the place's name. I think his birthplace or his monastery, I don't know that. So Tapo Laje, and then Sunam Rinchen, and Nyami Gambopa. Gambopa, that's in the King of Samadhi. Tapu Dau Yun. Tapu Dau Yun is his previous life's name, like when Buddha taught King of Samadhi Sutara. And then all the student stay out there, and then he taught. Before he taught, today I am going to teach this, and the King of Samadhi teaching. So who will flourish that in future or something like that. And then many the students could not say, I will do it. And then Tapu Dau Yun, he stand up and he says, I will do it. So that's where then after Buddha passed away, and then at that time Tapu Dau Yun, and then after many 100,000 years later, and then Gampopa rebirth in Tibet. So then these masters recognized that he is the reincarnation of Tapu Dau Yun. So he has many names. But Rana, suddenly I don't. Rana Shire is Lord Jiktin Sungun's name. Rinchen Par. Parallel means Shiri and Pal. Okay.
Perfect. Thank you. So this question is about deities and understanding if their names are identical with the three kayas. So I'm going to go through each one of the kayas, and then he's asking whether these additional deity names are the Dharmakaya or the Sambhogakaya or the Tara. Anyway, I'll just start from the top. So Dharmakaya is Amitabha, Samantabhadra, and Vajradhara, and Primordial Buddha. Or is that all Dharmakaya? Are those all names for Buddhas of the Dharmakaya?
Yes.
Yes? Or
Actually, yes. So
Amitabha,
Amitabha,
Samantabhadra,
Samantabhadra,
Vajradhara,
Vajradhara.
Primordial Buddha.
Oh, yes. Yes, absolutely.
Okay. And then for Sambhogakaya is Chenrezig and Vajrakalaya and all other male deities and protectors a part of Sambhogakaya.
Yes.
And then Tara, he's asking Ujnisha and all female deities. I'm sorry, it's a little hard to read the question. I think he was actually saying also in Sambhogakaya is Tara, Ujnisha, and all female deities also Sambhogakaya.
Yes. For example, there's two ways in the two practice, magic love Dharma. Two practice. There's this Vajra Yogini is Sambhogakaya. Usually we say in the female form, for example, Panjana Parimita is Dharmakaya's form, and Vajra Yogini is Sambhogakaya's form, and Tara is Nirmanakaya's form. And then that two practices, sometimes this Vajra Yogini, it says Vajra Yogini is also Nirmanakaya, but that is this manifestation of three kayas. That's why we mentioned that. Anyhow, female yadams, some are Dharmakaya. For example, Panjana Parimita. And then Panjana Parimita, for example, Vajra, others are like a Chinese and Vajikalaya or Sambhogakaya. But this is a little bit difficult. Perhaps I think it's better to not talk too much. Perhaps in the Chinese practice, Chinese practice, it says there are first three phases, 100,000 Chinese arms of Chinese. First three phases are Dharmakaya. So that means Chinese is Dharmakaya. And then there's another three, little bit semi-wrathful one is Sambhogakaya. And then the top there's two. And then another wrathful two is Nirmanakaya. And then top of this is Amitabha. So that's where one yidam also can be three kayas. But right now your understanding is actually okay. Yes.
Excellent. Okay. Yes, we have a question here in the temple.
Thank you. I have a question about being more present. I find that when I am most productive, I like to plan things very intentionally. Usually the best way I do this is I write things down that I'm going to do the next day, the night before. So I usually always follow what I wrote down to be most productive and be kind of make the most progress in whichever pursuit I'm striving for. And I find that this works very well. just consistently works very well. But at a certain point, I maybe after some months of doing this process, I start to feel kind of stuck in the process. I feel that I'm kind of living just to complete the process and kind of check the box instead of maybe being more present. I feel kind of just confined to completing the processes that I have set up for my own success. So I guess the question I'm asking is, what kind of mindset can I have to not feel like I'm stuck or feel that I have more control while also making progress in my life?
Thank you so much. So many, if I kind of divided into two, one, some they take care of their life, and some they don't take care of one's life. So then who take care of one's life, then they're thinking about their futures, and then sometimes a little bit worries, tensions, anxieties. These things sometimes occur because they take care for oneself, especially one's future. So then that is also a good thing actually. If one don't care any about future, is then I think there is no result. Perhaps one should take care of one's future through Dharma way. Perhaps one take care of one's future about the mundane activities. So for us, Dharma practitioners, so we are going to take care of our future through Dharma way. So that means we don't want to ignore all the mundane activities of our future. It does not mean that. So how should we prepare for the sake of our future without anxiety, without tension, without nervous or worries? Is that right now, the present moment, our mind is very fresh. So that's why the first step is we are going to open our mind. We are going to make open we are going to open our mind. If our mind how much become like a narrow or closed like this, then it's very easily controlled by negative thinking and emotions and so forth, and becomes very sensitive. So that's where first we are going to open our mind, and then, but open is whatever happened is let it happen. Whatever coming or going, I don't care. Not like this. Open with the bodhicitta, love oneself and love others. Actually, love oneself means love others. So that's where how should we do is every day try to generate loving kindness and compassion, and a little bit take care of others. For example, if there is only one seat, and then there are 2 or 3 people, and suddenly I come to sit here, and I let them stand up. We are going to change this behavior, and first you sit, something like that. And sometimes we do that, and then people always take their chance, someone, At that time we are uncomfortable, but then we are a little bit open our mind. Okay, it's okay. This time let him or her or let they do it, something like that. That is the number one. Number two is try to be honest without more hope. That is important. Honest means, for example, I'm cleaning this temple, yeah? If my boss comes here and I make very nice clean, I do. If my boss goes away, then I just do a little bit, just like a time pass. That's physically also not do like that, especially mentally. Don't do more hopeless. If my boss sees when I working, yeah, if that is good, but if not see or not appreciate or whatever from oneself, then do very well. So then mind is very relaxed. So that is the most time do. But when people someone like clean the temple, when you see it and appreciate, then future, for example, you become like a boss, and then your people working and you can appreciate them, and then when you are appreciate, and then you between you and the relation is goes very well, and then they support to you more. And then another thing is the when you focus about future, don't always try to obtain something, you know. For example, if I get this stage, if I have this, I'm working for that. I'm spending my time, my energy, everything for the sake of I get that stage. That is not good. That makes lots of problems. Instead of that, do well, be honest, and whatever you do before act, a little bit thinking, and there is, but don't dedicate everything, you know, all that's don't dedicate kind of too much. So that's where be balance and keep happy mind and it's do right things and doing like that, and then more learning and open. The principal thing only that now we have no more time. That's where realize principal thing is open mind with bodhicitta. The bodhicitta is like a key, and then open the house door of the mind, you know. So then there are any some problems, different things occurs, everything easily let is coming through empty space. So then there's no problem, and then wisdom become vast and vast. Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Khenpo. Yes, that's all for today. For those of you whose questions weren't answered, please bring them again next week. As mentioned, we will be having the 1:30 to 3 session and the 3 to 4, but we're going to be following the Los Angeles Munlam program in the morning from 9 till 12. So you can get more information on that on our website and join us for that morning program, but then we will have this Dharma discussion, so please bring your questions next week.
Okay, thank you so much, and please arise your bodhicitta from bottom of your heart, and I open one, and we just recite this. The replace what? Maybe yellow book is better. You continually rise your bodhicitta, okay? You sit on your bodhicitta, and then I recite this prayer. May the Buddha's teachings, the only source of benefit and happiness, long endure, and may the lives of those upholding the teachings remain steadfast like victory banner. May the sound of the great Dharma drum liberate all thinking beings from suffering. Please remain the teach the Dharma for infinite million of karpas. By the force of these powerful merit, may the aspirations of the benefactors and their circles be accomplished within this very life. May all obstacles be pacified. May everything be auspicious, and may their wishes be fulfilled according to the Dharma. May your wishes be fulfilled according to your wonderful questions. Thank you so much. All of you are. Have a wonderful time. Thank you, thank you.
Thank you, Khenpo.
You're all unmuted if you want to say goodbye to Khenpo.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Khenpo.
Thank you, Khenpo.
And Eleanor, Judy, Karen, Samiti, Nehi, and Triple Heart, Curtsy, and all of this. You are. I see that.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Khenpo.
I deeply rejoice.
Khenpo, so much.
Yes,
Ah, yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
we are very happy.
Thank you. Thank you.
Very lucky to have you as a teacher.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you so much. I deeply rejoice.